This is my sermon reflection to a marginalized group, and the group, or the person that I'll be writing this to, is really the leaders of Exodus International, but specifically Alan Chambers, in light of the recent announcement that was made by Exodus International via its leader, Alan Chambers. And this is really an open letter to Alan Chambers. Dear Alan Chambers, in a statement you recently released regarding Exodus International's recent decision to close its doors after almost 4 decades of being in existence, you offer words of apology to the people and community in which your words and ministry have led harm. The struggle of the message I want to offer you is both harsh, and I hope will offer a starting place to begin true healing and reconciliation. I am thankful that Jewish tradition leaves space for the in-between places, a place that is not yet Mitzrayim, which can literally be translated as the narrow place, but often translated as Egypt, and not quite the promised land. The time spent in the desert allows for collective struggle and collective growth. In that light, I would like to offer you some words that have been rolling around in my head for several years now, but they are really raw with the recent statements you released. In high school, I confided in my pastor my struggle with homosexuality. He told me there was hope and showed me a book entitled Out of Egypt, which was a book of one woman's journey out of lesbianism. This began my former courtship and abusive on-again, off-again relationship with Exodus International. Like any abusive relationship, the outcome for me was mostly bad, but there were good and redeeming parts, as well as a community that made me feel as if I belonged in a familiar concept was and is appealing. The self-hatred, however, and years of trying to heal from the Exodus has yet to be actualized. My story is just one story. I've been many people and have been many places and involved in many communities since the beginning of my time in the Exodus, and I'm literally a completely different person. I started off as a young Baptist girl who just wanted to make Jesus proud, and now I'm a strong African-American Jewish man who just wants to do my part in repairing and healing the world. I strongly believe a huge part of repairing the world is holding folks accountable for the participation in harming others. Exodus International is closing its ministry after 37 years, but there will be centuries of healing that would need to happen to truly repair a community harmed by this ministry. Alan, I hear what is, I believe, a sincere, heartfelt apology, but it will take much more than just an apology of words, and even after your potential show your sincerity in actions, there will still be a level of fear and hesitation from the people who have been damaged by this ministry. I believe that a community is strong when we are all strong, and I believe that you deserve the opportunity to experience a full capacity of an amazing community. There are many people of faith who are in the LGBT and allied communities. There are many people who have been doing some really hard and tough work and helping repair and heal those who have been harmed by Exodus International. What I want to say to you with all of this in mind is to take time to rest, reflect, and repair yourself. Do not try to jump right in, and do not try to right your wrongs right away, because that is not completely possible. Do not be hasty with words that you are unable to follow with actions. I also want to acknowledge the harm that you have personally experienced from the message of Exodus International. I wish for you a place of healing and growth. May you find the people in your community who are able to speak life to you. I would like for you to enter into this in-between place of struggle and tears and joy and frustration. Most of all, when you are able to exit the desert, may you find yourself in a place of being your whole self. Thank you.